Nick here with a look at the French press, and he's starting today with the left-wing paper, aren't you, Libération?
Hi to you, Stuart, and hi to everybody. Indeed, Libération has got that story about drugs in sport. There you can see the headline, tous dopés. That has got a question mark at the end of it, hasn't it? Tous dopés translating as all drugged or what? Now, this is to do with a Senate inquiry, which has discovered that it's implicating dozens of cyclists for suspicious test results, uncovering evidence that the 1998 Tour de France champions, Marco Tantani and Jan Ullrich, used EPO, and they're implicating dozens of riders in that Tour de France. Now, more broadly, the Commission is saying that no sport is drug-free. Doping is champ, Stuart. Look at this editorial here, reality check. And it's Libé is saying this Thursday that we've just simply got to come to terms with the fact that there is doping in almost all sports. And what's it about? It's about the financial pressures. It's saying to people who say, oh, just let them just use the drugs they want, that kind of argument of doping for all. It's saying, no, you can't do that because let's take the example of the drug EPO. That's a killer and it will kill again. So no is the answer. So that debate raging on the front pages this Thursday.
And the paper also had an interview with the French sports minister on this as well, doesn't it?
Well, her name is Valérie Fourneyron, and she says that there should be nothing less than a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to allow former people who've doped to speak without fear. Now, she's saying her aim is to protect sportsmen and women, not to criminalise them. Turning cheaters into criminals is not good for sport. That's her argument.
Let's go to the right-wing press now. They've got a big interview in Le Figaro, a big feature really, looking at the Cahuzac scandal.
Now, Jérôme Cahuzac is the former budget minister for the Socialists, and here we've got yet another inquiry, Stuart, this time not in the Senate, but in the National Assembly, the French Parliament. Now, there you can see the headline, Ambiance de crise, so atmosphere of crisis and tension. Now, what happened with Cahuzac, of course, was that he denied for a long time that he had a Swiss bank account. He then fessed up, didn't he? Now this inquiry is underway. Now, basically what's happened now is that the inquiry has basically met with anger from UMP MPs. They got the hump big time because the Socialists have decided that they will not agree to Jean-Marc Ayrault, the Prime Minister, coming forward to this inquiry to give his side of events and what he knows. So the UMP is saying, we want to know exactly what the Prime Minister knew at the time. So that suspension by the UMP MPs on this inquiry is a hot potato, isn't it, for the politically here in France. Another scandal that's on the front pages is this one on the front page of Le Monde. It's about Edouard Balladur. He is the former prime minister in the 90s. He ran for president during the mid-90s, and there you can see Edouard Balladur cerné par la justice. And that piece on the front page of Le Monde is arguing that the noose is tightening for him in a way, that he does face a court appearance. This is on suspicion of using special funds allocated to the Prime Minister's office when he was Prime Minister during his 1995 presidential campaign. Balladur is also suspected of accepting kickbacks on French defence contracts. So there we see two examples of two scandals bubbling away there. There are several more, aren't there, Stuart?
Lots of scandal, lots of drugs, lots of politics, as ever in the newspaper review, but also, most importantly, beach news.
Well, let me just go to the front page of Aujourd'hui en France, and there at the bottom, a bit of a lighter look at the news as far as French people are concerned. Que lésiveux à la plage. What are you reading this summer? And with a nice young woman flicking through a bestseller. And the paper is perhaps taking a bit of a downtime because it is the summer holidays in full swing now. Top bestsellers to read at the moment in France, as far as that paper are concerned, are Dan Brown's Inferno, Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. That's because of the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. And also here in Paris, Paris Plage, there you can see Marcel Proust is top reading still, a century on from the time he actually sat down and wrote that novel, À la recherche du temps perdu. Also, les BD, on the bord de Seine, the BD is bande dessinée, the comic strips. So you can see the family there reading comic strips, and the other guy is reading his magnum opus, that Proust is. You need a very, very long summer holiday to read Proust, don't you, Stuart?
And luckily, the French seem to have quite long summer holidays. All right, Nick. Thanks, Nick, with his reading guide if you're heading off to the beach over the next few weeks. Here on France 24. That's the French newspapers for you.